sort of twiddling about the tyres. Now, you'll notice that the road's gone a bit rubbish up here, weather-wise, as far as due to the fact that there's some snow. And there's no, I mean, it looks like there's bits of gravel that have been sprayed on the top of the ladder. It's just sort of snow and ice. And bits of blowing gravel off the side and sort of road debris. Now, as many of you know, I did a short spiel about the kinds of tyres that I'd fitted for this particular trip, courtesy of Jaguar Land Rover Canada. Thank you very much. Actually, Jaguar Land Rover Calgary. If Jaguar Land Rover Canada would like to contribute to this expose of the Defender, I would be more than happy. But anyway, the tyres are Cooper Discoverer XLTs, which are like a heavy-duty tyre truck, and they're 3-peak mountain snowflake rated, and that means that they've passed a certain benchmark to be useful or good in snow and ice and sort of rough conditions. I've had Coopers for quite some time. My last winter tyres were Nokians, and Nokian aren't making tyres in this size, so we can't have any basically. My previous set of tyres were Cooper Weathermaster WCS, which were the best non-studded winter tyre I've ever had, and I've run a few. So I quite like Cooper winter tyres, but of course this is an AT tyre, and it's not a winter tyre, it's not a dedicated anything really. And this is the part of the problem with sort of AT tyres and sort of MT tyres and winter tyres, is that they can be very good at one thing, and as soon as you compromise on some such thing, then they're less good, if that makes sense. Look at this fella here, sort of making the sign up line, churning it up. So one of the downsides, of course, is that once you have a winter tyre that's very good in winter, it becomes too soft to be good in the dry or in the heat, and if you've got an AT tyre, it's obviously not aggressive enough to be a mud tyre, and sort of only just aggressive enough to be to provide some traction in mud, but not as much as an mud tyre, and a bit more road traction than the MT tyre, and a bit less traction than a road tyre. So whenever you start sort of fiddling about with what you want a tyre for, you do lose bits of aptitude here and there, and I am slightly bothered that one of the things I'm giving up, moving away from a dedicated winter tyre, is winter traction basically, and so I'm driving relatively steadily because being 3,000 miles away from anywhere is not the place to put your car in a ditch. And so I'm trying very hard not to determine just exactly how good these tyres are, because if I exceed the threshold of traction, I should be sat here in that ditch, and I suppose I could get out of that one, but I may not be able to get out of some. So I'm going a bit steady. What I can tell you is that currently I'm driving at 120 clicks an hour, 190 to 18 clicks an hour, and I'm not feeling like it's all over the place. It's a little bit more wandery than I would prefer it to be, but it's not terrible, and I'm putting that largely down to the fact that there's all sorts of loose gravel on the top of this road from these chaps that have been messing about with the side of the road, as you can see. Or maybe they have gritted, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm skating about a bit more than I would have preferred to, but I think probably that's a function of a dodgy underneath road, slight icy snowfall, some gravel on the top of the thing, and non-dedicated winter tyres. But I am quite happy with how they have performed so far. We haven't got a lot of snow here, I suppose we've only got, it's all compressed as well, which makes it slippy. Fresh snow, of course, is better in those circumstances. Oh look, there's another spot here. Look, that's a grand house, isn't it? Look at that. It's a sort of hexagon-shaped place. Anyway, so I'm not unduly happy with them, and they've got 10,000 miles on the tyres already. So I suppose they're a bit worn somewhere along the line. and so they've done all right, really. Basically, my options were limited. I could have gone with a Duratrack, a Goodyear Duratrack, and I don't. Now, is this a traffic light, or what is this here? Oh, it's a traffic light. Look at that. That's the first traffic light I've hit in 1,000 miles. I could have gone with a Duratrack, and the tyres that come with the car, of course, are not fit to highway construction, something to something. Look, they're building the road. Please wait here for pilot car. That's what that says. So I shall wait here until the pilot car turns up. The Duratracks I've run before. They're quite noisy on the road, and they're not particularly my favourite tyre. They're all right. I get good mileage out of them, but I can't say that it made me happy. No, they were all right. But it was time for a change. And then I ran the KO2s, which were very noisy and not any much better on the road than this, if any at all. And a bit scooch in the ice, and they made lots of noise, and they were terrible in the snow. Oh, look, there's a cat dumper. Look, used to drive them. And a grader. Never driven one of them. These Coopers were the sort of third choice, available in the same kind of size, and they weren't terrible either. The Coopers are all right, and I fitted them on the last couple of 3 vehicles, and I've been very happy with them, which is why I put them on this here. Now, this first time I've run an XLT, and I've no idea what the difference is. It's a little harsher ride, I think, and they're a heavier casing, and then so if that makes any difference to the traction of the vehicle, I couldn't tell you. But anyway, all you need to know, I suppose, is that it's worked so far, and I'm quite happy with it. So not quite as good in the ice as perhaps I would have preferred, and I guess we'll just have to wait for Nokian to throw out a winter tyre, and then we can bob them on. But they're a close second and good enough for me.